Happy birthday to the best wrestling commentator in the history of professional wrestling and WWE Hall of Famer, good old JR Jim Ross. Happy birthday to Mel Gibson and Jason Marston. X-Men 1991 back again with another sports topic. Many of you guys are wondering when is my video about Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, and Eminem is coming out. It's coming out very soon, so y'all just gotta wait patient. I just got to take care of these other rants that I got coming up this month. We got some sporting, all my sporting teams to do a recap on tonight, like 4 of them. First, we're going to do a recap of New Year's Day's Sugar Bowl championship between the Texas Longhorns and the Washington Huskies. So, both teams scored a touchdown in the first quarter. Both teams scored 2 touchdowns in the second quarter. At halftime, the score was tied at 21. Longhorns didn't score shit in the third quarter while giving up 10. After 3, Huskies 31, Longhorns 21. Longhorns made a comeback in the fourth quarter by 4, 10-4. But it was not enough as they would fall by 6 to the Washington Huskies, 37-31. The Huskies ends their season undefeated 4-0 as the Longhorns ends their season to 12-2. The Washington Huskies are your 2024 Sugar Bowl champions. I will give my thoughts about this in a minute, but now we're going to do a recap of another team. Next is a recap of New Year's Day's game between the Detroit Pistons and the Houston Rockets. Let's see. The Rockets dominated the first half, outscoring the Pistons by deuce in the first quarter, 31-29. Then they outscored them by deuce again in the second quarter, 28-26. At halftime, Rockets 59, Pistons 55. Rockets outscored the Pistons by 12 in the third quarter, 47-25. After 3, Rockets 106, Pistons 87. No, hold on. Rockets 106, Pistons 80. Rockets only lost by 3 in the fourth quarter, 33-30. Final score, Houston Rockets 136, Detroit Pistons 113. The Rockets were 16-15 as the Pistons fall to 3-30. But now the Rockets are 17-15. They beat the Brooklyn Nets today, 112-101. Let me see. Let me see who's the player of the game of the Rockets-Pistons game. Let me guess. Alperen Sengun was the player of the game with 26 points, 4 rebounds, and 9 assists. Jalen Duren of the Pistons needed 9 more assists to go with a triple-double. 12 points, 13 rebounds, and 1 assist. Check the Nets-Rockets game. Who's the player of the game on that one? Alperen Sengun again. 30 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. Fred VanVleet needed 4 more rebounds to go with a triple-double. 21 points, 6 rebounds, and 10 assists. Nick Claxton of the Nets needed 10 assists to go with a triple-double. He had 12 points and 13 rebounds. Day'Ron Sharpe of the Nets needed 9 more assists to go with a triple-double. 11 points, 12 rebounds, and 1 assist. All right. Next team. The Orlando Magic and the Golden State Warriors. The Warriors outscored the Magic by deuce in the first quarter, 30-28, but they lost by deuce in the second quarter, 27-25. The score was tied at 55 at halftime. Warriors made a comeback in the third quarter by 4, 32-26. After 3, Warriors 87, Magic 81. Both teams scored 34 points in the fourth quarter. Final score: Golden State Warriors 121, Orlando Magic 115. The Warriors are now 16-17 as the Magic fall to 19-14. You all know who's the player of the game. You all know who's the player of the game. Y'all know this shit. Mr. Steph Curry, of course. 36 points, 2 rebounds, and 6 assists. Let's see. Paolo Banchero of the Magic needed 4 more assists to go with a triple-double. 27 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists. Paolo Banchero, he had 27 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists. He needed 4 more assists to go with a triple-double. I got one more game to do a recap on, and that is the Chicago Bulls versus the New York Knicks. The Bulls lost by deuce in the first quarter, 26-24. But they made a comeback by 6 in the second quarter, 31-25. At halftime, Knicks 51. Bulls 55, Knicks 51. The Bulls lost by 8 in the third quarter, 35-23. After 3, Knicks 86. Bulls 78. The Bulls lost by 8 in the fourth quarter, 30-22. Final score: New York Knicks 116, Chicago Bulls 100. The Knicks are now 19-15 as the Bulls fall to 15-21. The Bulls' next game is on Friday, taking on the Hornets. Then they have a rematch against the Hornets on Monday. Julius Randle was the player of the game, 35 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. Isaiah Hartenstein needed 9 more assists to go with a triple-double. 10 points, 20 rebounds, and 1 assist. Jalen Brunson needed 7 more rebounds to go with a triple-double. 31 points, 3 rebounds, and 13 assists. Andre Drummond needed 10 assists to go with a triple-double. 13 points and 16 rebounds. The Warriors takes on the defending NBA champs, the Denver Chicken Nuggets, tomorrow. Rockets takes on the Timberwolves on Friday. First things first, I got to give the Washington Huskies credit because they came to play to win that Sugar Bowl championship. But Longhorns, you guys played one hell of a season. Definitely. Even though you lost only one game in the regular season, y'all still came back and won more games and made your way to the Sugar Bowl championship, but sadly you lost. But you guys did your best. Just keep your heads up, get your shit together, work on your game, try again next season. As for the Rockets are on a roll right now. The Rockets are the 9th seed of the Western Conference. They won back-to-back games. And I knew they was going to open up a can of whoop ass and beat the Pistons. I knew they was going to beat the Pistons. And I predicted for them to beat the Nets, and they just did. So that's 2 predictions in a row that I predicted. I predicted for the Rockets to beat the Pistons and the Nets, and they did. I'm not disrespecting the Pistons franchise or the fans, but the Pistons are doing terrible right now. They're doing fucking terrible. They're now 3-30. I predicted for them to lose their 30th game this season, and they did. No surprise there. Congrats to the Rockets, man. 2 wins in a row. These guys are on a roll. They're doing much better this season than they did last season and the season before, because we got a better head coach. Congrats to the Warriors for beating the Magic, but another tough loss for the Bulls. Not only they lost to the Knicks, but they lost to the 76ers. Let me see. Shit. They beat the 76ers on Saturday, 105-92. DeMar DeRozan was the player of the game. 24 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. Andre Drummond needed 8 more assists to go with a triple-double. 15 points, 23 rebounds, and 2 assists. But then they lost to the 76ers yesterday, 110-97. Of course, Joel Embiid was the player of the game, and he got a triple-double. 31 points, 15 rebounds, and 10 assists. Andre Drummond needed 10 assists to go with a triple-double, 11 points and 17 rebounds. Congrats to the Warriors. Congrats to the Rockets. See you next season, Longhorns and Bulls. Keep your heads up, get your shit together, and get yourselves ready for your next game on Friday, taking on the Hornets. They take on my Rockets on Wednesday next week. We're going to see how that game goes. Anyway, that wraps up my recap of New Year's Day's Sugar Bowl championship between the Texas Longhorns and the Washington Huskies. Tonight's game between the Nets and the Rockets, and last night's game between the Rockets, or New Year's Day's game between the Pistons and the Rockets. Tonight's game between the Bulls and the Knicks, and last night's game between the Magic and the Warriors. Shout out to Mike Henry, Jaime, and Katie Filer, and the hosts of the Just a Little Shady podcast, Haley, Jade, and Brittany. A link to their YouTube pages will be in the description down below. If you're new here, hit subscribe and hit that notification bell for my next Longhorns, Rockets, Bulls, and Warriors rant. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, leave your comment down below. I'll catch you tomorrow for a recap of tonight's game between the Heat and the Lakers, as well as celebrating 25 years of Ed, Edd n Eddy premiering on Cartoon Network. Depends if I'm in the mood for that, because I think I did a rant on Ed, Edd n Eddy celebrating his 20th anniversary. Let's see if I'll do another one celebrating his 25th anniversary tomorrow. But if not, then I'll reminisce 25 years of Stone Cold Steve Austin's Greatest Pop from the January 4th, 1999 edition of Raw is War. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. No more talk.